Coach Rule asked me what I thought, and I had to go watch Georgia Tech, right? And so just by watching those guys, how they played, detail, physicality, pad level, scheme, it's been good. So, trying not to do too much with him. He's got a plate full right now, trying to learn kids. Been there, done that. Learn stuff and coach, but the energy is outstanding. Look forward to really kind of talking scheme in January and February.
I know on the radio you said maybe the first day here, TJ was knocking a little of the rust off. How have you seen him do as the weeks progress?
Yeah, good. Just because he can run. We wouldn't let him run at all up until a couple of days ago, which was the right thing to do. Unfortunate that he hasn't been able to take full advantage of these 3 weeks practice. He has mentally. And he's doing a great job in the huddle of getting things called and communicated. He's fired up to play football. Yeah, I was thinking about this today. Pretty cool that your first 4 college starts are Rose Bowl, Memorial Stadium, Happy Valley, and Allegiant. So, jeez. Pretty cool start for him. He's fired up about playing. He really is.
How do you see just the running back situation continuing to develop and figure things out now that you guys are here?
Yeah, they look good. I mean, they're so excited about going into a game knowing that they're going to get more than like 1 or 2 carries. So that's just what it was, what it turned into. We've all talked about it all year with Emmett was able to do. So those guys are practicing at a very high level. And, all three, even Kenneth Williams has been getting some snaps out there. Don't be surprised if you don't see him in there at some point. So it'll be committee. They're all going to have an opportunity, but if one of them gets a hot hand or something like that, then we'll go with it. I don't know what that rotation is going to look like until I see it in the game. They all will play.
How much of a jump do you think your offense can take over the last 3 or 4 weeks and going into this bowl game?
I don't know what to expect. I mean, bowl games are everyone's different. I tell you, this is a first-class bowl game, and we're playing a first-class opponent. And so anytime you're playing on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, I mean, the opponent's going to be challenging. And so I don't quite know what to expect. I'm excited about the work that we put in, and excited for guys like Tyler Canuck that now he has an opportunity to play more. Quinn Clark has been playing a lot more. All those receivers are rotating right now, but anybody that's been practicing should expect to have an opportunity to go out and play, and I'm excited to see what it looks like.
What's Clark done to move up the chart?
Oh, just by how he's been practicing. Like we rested Isaiah, Ja'Cory, Dane early in this process. We rested those guys, and Keelan and Quinn and Cortez took a lot of reps. I mean, obviously those running backs took a lot of reps based on the fact that we had to get those guys ready to go too. So, they've all practiced hard for a month, and now they have an opportunity to go out and play. So I'm excited to see what it looks like.
Hey, Dana, how much has the quarterback, for you, the quarterback discussion after the bowl game, I mean, how quickly will that come as you have to evaluate the portal and what you want to do beyond this game on Wednesday?
I can tell you that it's going to happen quick, just in the conversations. And I ain't having conversations with anybody, but agents are having conversations, and from what we're hearing, it's going to happen. Dominoes are going to fall quick, and so what it's going to exactly look like, I don't know, but this is the first time we've ever been in this situation. So what is January 2nd going to look like? I'm kind of anxious to see.
Do you have a board? I'm not asking who's on the board, but do you have a ranking of quarterbacks, or is there a group?
I'm sure our personnel department does. I'm a coach, right? And so I'm trying to organize this offense and get us ready to play in Utah. So that's it. Just the world that we live in now, you better have a personnel department that's doing all the work. And so you have to ask them.
Obviously, it'd be great if Nebraska's defense, your defense, could go out and shut Utah down. But there's a chance that this is going to be a high-scoring game. Do you feel the sense that you're going to have to score points in order to win? Like, you can't just win at 13-10, but you might have to be 28-31.
I don't know, man. You just look at the games that they've played. I mean, these guys have been scoring a lot of points, right? So, they got all their pieces other than their tackles. I haven't really paid much attention to it. I haven't really watched them offensively, but just looking at the scores, that reminds me of what Big 12 stuff looks like. You know, so I don't know. It's Big 12, Big 10. So we'll see which direction it goes.
Do you feel like if you got to crank your offense up, that you know, I know at times maybe this year you were putting the governor down to ball control, all that, but you feel like that speed, that tempo is there with TJ in this group?
Yeah, just based on what the game looks like. You know, honestly, I mean, just I can't answer that until I get into the game and kind of feel for the game and how it's going. If we're controlling things, we're controlling things. If we're down, then we got to rally. You know, and we'll have the ability to do both.
Maybe this goes without saying. Was there a time, once upon a time, did you have a quarterback to work? You know.
I don't. I mean, when people announce that they're going to get in the portal, you take notice, right? So, you know, I got social media just like everybody else has social media. When people announce that they're going in, then I'm sure we're going to do our due diligence.
So before the portal, did you approach it a lot differently as a coach?
Yeah, I mean, you're going back to the way things used to be compared to the way things are. I think it'd be silly for me to sit here and say that people haven't tampered in the past. You know, and so I mean, and again, now it's just all done with agents. I mean, agents used to. It was done with high school coaches, you know, or just pre-existing relationships or whatever it is. But we're in such a different time now that you better have a full-blown personnel department that's doing that full-time. My full-time job is calling plays, organizing my call sheet, and getting our guys ready to practice and getting them ready to play this game.
What's tough about Utah's defense? What do you see on film that impresses you and that you guys are going to be challenged?
Well, pressure. You know, their two sack leaders are not playing. One with an injury and one has opted out. But even with those guys, you know getting 3 sacks a game, that's really not the concerning part. It's the pressure part. You know, they do a lot of pressuring and they're excellent in man coverage. You know, and so we've worked a lot of man coverage stuff. We've worked a lot of pass protection stuff. You know, they do a good job of getting to the quarterback, even if it's not counted as a sack. You know, but forcing the quarterbacks to get the ball out, and our guys are going to have to win in man coverage. Pretty much what this thing's going to come down to.
Opportunity for your receivers to show some.
Well, I mean, you know, them and tight ends and running backs as well. They're going to be put in man coverage where they got to win. You know, and at times we haven't been able to do that this year, and so you know, the last month has been good from that perspective. I'm just working as much man stuff as we can. These guys are excellent in man coverage, and they're getting pressure, so we're going to have to get the ball out and get open. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Enjoy.